let's turn it over to Clark Kooning, MMR, for the after show. Clark, welcome.
Well, thank you. How's everybody tonight? Woohoo! We've had lots of good information, lots of sharing of techniques, and Earl has got us all with hot plastic on our fingers. So, and Mr. Banta, have a smile there, buddy. There we go. How are you? Good to see everybody tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed the presentations. They were excellent. So I'm not sure. Well, I guess I'm going to start. I'm going to make a comment. I sent Jim an email today saying that I'm going to take a vacation for the summer on hosting the after show. And the reason is, you know, up here in the north, we only have a short season, and I felt it was kind of hard to, if I was out fishing or whatever, to make it back, to make sure I was here for on time for the after show. So I decided that I would ask Jim if I could go on vacation. Apparently I get the same pay whether I work or not. So anyway, Jim said, sure, that's fine. And so maybe any of you would like to run the after show. I'm sure you could give Jim a call and he would appreciate it. And we'll see you specifically in the fall once the worser weather comes to Northern Ontario. But anyway, that's for that. And what else is happening? Let's see. For those who model in N-scale, get your Clark's woodworking shop from beautiful Bar Mills. They're out and I believe shipping. So let's see. Oh, I know Larry. Larry's not there. Larry McDonald. He had an interesting day. Yesterday, they were out at a museum and they were even writing one of those rail cars, cyclopedes, and having a great time. So maybe Larry could report on that when he gets back. Let's see. Anybody else new here tonight? We always like to talk to our newer people. No. All right. Bill, what have you been up to now that spring has probably come to the Northeast?
Farm work.
What's that?
Farm work.
Farm work. Okay.
Cleaning the barn, shearing the animals,
Yeah.
all kinds of outside stuff.
Yeah. I hear you. So, all right. Let's see. Who else have we got that we actually a lot of people have. I think we're down to.
Hey, Clark, I've got some comments.
Oh, hi, bud.
Okay. First off, the whole idea of the show is to promote scratch building. I've noticed that RMC and Model Railroader almost every month are publishing a scratch building project. And I was just wondering if there's some way that the show could promote that. In other words, you know, a list somewhere is, hey, these are scratch building articles that have been written you might want to try. What do you think of that idea?
Let me try to answer that. I think that would be a wonderful idea. I've tried to contact Model Railroader magazine at least 3 different times on different things to see if they would be interested in working with our show in any possible way that I proposed to them. I've never even gotten a reply. So until I can find out a way to try to contact somebody at Model Railroader and at least get a reply back, yes, no, or something, then no, I'm not interested in promoting it because I don't personally subscribe to their magazine. and therefore I don't know how I would get the information. If the magazine is interested in working with us, then I would love to be able to work with them. Martin will tell you that I've tried to work with White River in a number of ways, and that hasn't been successful up to this point. Although I have at least heard back from White River in their publications. The only publication that really has been supportive of us is the one that Amy and Dan Doherty published. Their two magazines, and frankly, Martin Breckville, being the editor of one of White River's publication, has been extremely supportive of us from day one. And he's been on the show many times. But I would love to be able to participate and promote their articles and so forth. For me, it's not, it's a two-way street. We can we can want to work with them, but if they don't want to work with us for whatever reason, or they're too busy, or, if I can't even get a reply from them, then, I don't know where to go from there. So that's my answer to you. And at this point, there's just no point in me sending another email to a black hole because no one's going to respond to me from Model Railroader.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I mean, I wish I had a better answer for you, but I don't know how to get a better answer.
Well, I was just thinking, if on the website we could put a list and say, January or July of, this article is written in July of Model Railroad. And, we certainly don't need their approval to just put a listing out.
Well,
I have
no,
to say something. I think it has to do with the rights that the guy is doing that scratch build in that magazine. You'd have to have rights to use that or even advertise his scratch build.
And another thing, I'm not worried about that. I am worried about asking our volunteers to do a lot of work, and we don't get anything in return for it. If Model Railroader thinks enough of our show that they would like to participate and have us either on our website, or if they'd like to be on the show, however they'd like to participate, I'm open to it. But if they're not going to also help our show and want to promote our show, then no, I'm not interested in dealing with them. And right now, I can't even get them to respond to me. So no, I'm not interested in asking our volunteers to do work for Model Railroader magazine if they're not even going to reply to my emails. It doesn't make sense to me why we should do it.
Okay.
I'd rather work with people that want to work with us. Look at the manufacturers that have participated and are participating with the build-alongs that we're doing on the show. They're offering their kits at a discount for the modelers that want to build along with us. They're giving the free kit to the modeler that is building on the show. I mean, they are making an investment, in my opinion, to benefit the show. So if we can put them on our website, if we can promote them, if we can talk about them, yeah, I want to do that as much as we possibly can, because it's a you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of situation. We're not asking for money from them. I'm not asking for them to send Jim Kello a kit so that Jim Kello can build it. I'm asking them to give the modelers on the show that are watching the show a discount from their models, so that the modeler can benefit by watching the show and hopefully learn something and be able to build a better a model with the help of the person who's building it on the show. That's what they're all about. So yes, if I can promote their company, if I can promote what they're doing, I'd be most happy to. That's the least that I can do if they're willing to work with us. Now, what's Model Railroader going to do? Nothing. They won't even reply to my emails.
Okay. Next
Thank
subject.
you. Thank you.
Hey, Clark.
Yes, sir.
while we were talking, I was working on building an HO Tishy tank car underframe.
Oh, neat.
Okay. And,
Yeah.
no directions. I'm just working by the seat of my pants. Very interesting. But there's a lot of parts on the sprue that I have no idea where they're going. So I was wondering, has anybody built these underframes, and is there a set of directions maybe with one of their kits?
I'm sure there is.
Yes,
And
There is.
Gary, you might even have a copy.
I have the kits and I have a copy.
Okay. All right, I'll look in my stash to see if I have any of their kits, to see if they're, see what the directions are in there.
What I'll do is I'll get your email address and we'll send you an email. And you give me your address and I'll get you a copy of those.
Okay.
Now I'm confused, Bud. I thought you were O scale.
Oh, hey, I'm a rubber gauger.
Oh, that's good. I
See?
built those tank cars probably 30 years ago or a little when they first come out. Yeah, they're nice cars, very nice, but definitely don't have any plans now.
Well, it's just that, I've got these El Cheapos, okay? And I'm thinking I'll just take the tank off of it and mount it on a new underframe, and I'll have a pretty nice detailed car when I'm done.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry, do you want to talk about the what do you call those? Panoply, the car rides you guys went on yesterday?
Yeah, philosophy or
Philosophy.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, those two.
Yep. It's an
I got to mute for a few minutes, guys, but Larry, carry on.
it's an antique and it you're not used to it, Thing is, you can't go backwards. You can't let it roll backwards or it'll derail. The guy warned us.
With
about
you
that.
on it.
Pardon me?
With you on it.
Oh, yeah, with the on it, yes. Yes. But, so we had to be careful of that. Make sure you applied the brake. But we were up to Waterloo Central in St. Jacobs. Two of our guys, or one fellow in our group, he has one. And then Ralph Beaumont, which maybe if some of you guys know, he's a Canadian author, rail and historian. So he has one. So he trucked it up there and we got to run it up and down the yard. We couldn't go past the last switch because CN didn't like that. So, but no, it was a good day. And then they have a steam engine up now again. The 060, the one that used to be down at St. Thomas. And so it was sitting dead in the shed, but you could climb on it and all that type of thing. So, and then we were hosted because a couple of our members are with there's a large O scale club up there. It used to be called the Aberfoyle Model Railway Club. Now, because it's in St. Jacobs, it's the St. Jacobs and Aberfoyle, but it's been around for many years and in the press. And it's a fantastic representation of this area of Ontario in the 1950s in the transition area. So we got the opportunity offered to come up and run it and go up in the cab, in the engineer's cab, and go behind the scenes and things like that. So that's what Clark was talking about. It's one of our monthly meets, and we held it midweek. Usually it's on a Sunday. And so it's just so close to heading off tomorrow morning for Harrisburg. We're going to stop at the Pennsylvania Lumber Museum on the way down and then the supper. And then so we'll be setting up Friday morning at Harrisburg for a couple of days. And then we're going over the East Broad Top. They can only squeeze in about maybe, I'm hoping, for 4 hours before we start heading for home because some of the guys aren't retired. So they have to go to work in the morning.
Yeah, I was talking to Al earlier and he was packing, so.
but it's, anyway. Yeah, Bud, maybe frames, Mainline Modeler, do you have any of those old copies?
Oh, yeah.
They're a great resource, and I'm sure they'll have some tank car, drawings in there and articles on tank cars, and then maybe scratch your frame.
Okay.
Hey,
All
Bud,
right.
can you hear me, Bud?
Yeah.
If you send me your address in the chat,
Okay.
I
I
will
got
co-
it. I got it up in the chat, but I don't know how to send it.
Push send
Okay. Where?
on your
where's send?
keyboard, on your
Oh,
keyboard.
On the keyboard.
There's no
Yeah.
send on my keyboard.
I'll send them mine either. Of
Me neither.
course, I'm not in an email right now, but
It
yeah.
should be it should be on the, on your
Yep.
chat.
Sometimes it doesn't say send. Sometimes it's up.
Just-
it's
I
up
use my keyboard enter.
and it's an arrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
If you got to enter,
okay.
push that.
Okay. I hit enter.
That'll do it.
Gary, did you get it?
I'm gonna check right now.
If it went to him personally, he will get it.
Oh, you're doing it through, right here in the
You're doing it
chat.
through the chat here on the
Yeah.
Zoom.
I thought he said, he was saying email. I'm sure. I thought he was.
No, you got to push enter for your chat.
Yeah, that worked. It went.
Yep.
Yeah. Gary,
Yeah.
you should have it.
I don't have it.
Put your arrow on chat and click it.
I did.
All
I'm
right, now
looking
look.
at- I'm looking at the messages. It's not here.
Well, he must have sent it somewhere else.
Oh,
Well,
let's try again. Well,
If it's
Okay.
going to Gary personally, it should be there somewhere.
It's a sunny
Well,
day.
yeah, it looks like I've got to in the list of messages, my message is up there and it's got
Who's it
BB
just send
in the blue box.
It's got you in the blue box or Gary?
BB.
No, it's not BB. It'd be Gary
Me to
Shergold.
Gary, direct message, 9:32. All right, well, let's try again.
While you're doing that, can you send me a pizza?
A pizza
You don't need
what?
that pizza.
A pizza what?
are we still on recording?
Yeah, we
Yes,
better-
we are.
Okay,
You want me to stop it?
Yeah, let's all do the intro out. Anyway, thanks for joining us here on the after show. We're kind of making it a quick night tonight. We've got some things we're going to discuss as we do the after show. So if you are so encouraged to join in the after show, you have to join in through the regular Facebook page.
That was the Zoom recording. We're still live on YouTube.
Okay, well, we should stop that one too. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube, and hopefully you'll join in next week on New Tracks Modeling.